Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Oh, yeah, motherfuckers. Oh, yeah, I'm back. This is your main man, Mr. K. You dig it? Baton Rouge Mayor, and I'm back with a couple hot ticks of these motherfucking politics. Hit that motherfucker subscribe button, nigga.
Tick-tock, Melania, you're not going to be able to hide it much longer. Your dark past continues to surface, and there's nothing you can do about it. Frantically, you can try to hold a press conference where you act like you're supporting the survivors. They see through it. The American people see through it, Melania. We know what you were up to in the past, your very dark past, and these secrets behind Melania Trump's bizarre, disturbing press conference this week where she talked about the Epstein files. Well, the secrets about why she was holding that press conference are becoming more apparent. Let me posit my opinion, as I have a right to do under the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. Perhaps one of Melania's former close friends, who may know some information, has been speaking to Democrats on the House Oversight Committee about Epstein, about people in Epstein's cabal, about her knowledge regarding Melania and Donald and others who would hang out at Mar-a-Lago and who were part of that scene together. What if I told you this individual said that she had nothing to lose on social media posts and she was going to expose it all? She was going to expose it all, Melania, and then you ran and held that press conference. I think that's what happened.
Oh, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. America, Melania Trump best friend just came out and said she ready to spill the beans on Donald Trump and Melania Trump with the Epstein file. I told you that bitch was down with it. Lock her motherfucker.
Now, Paolo Zampolli was dating for a very long time, boyfriend, girlfriend, with Amanda Ungaro. Amanda Ungaro and Paolo Zampolli were invited to all of the events during the first Trump term, and even thereafter. They hung out at Mar-a-Lago. They went to all of the places together. They were in lots of photos together. In fact, Amanda Ungaro, for a short period of time, was named the ceremonial ambassador to Grenada. She's actually named a ceremonial ambassador to a country. Right now, Paolo Zampolli has an ambassador position with an ambassador title. He's like a special envoy for American partnerships. And so most recently, he was in Hungary with J.D. Vance in order to help prop up Viktor Orban. But he basically gets to travel the world with this position and kind of be the social chair liaison for the Trump regime, given this ambassador title, rewarded, if you will, for his relationship with Donald Trump and just being part of that crew at that time period. His name appears over and over and over again on the Epstein files, and he recently told the press, isn't it a good thing when your name's on the Epstein files? Because if you're left out, isn't that bad? Like the cool people were all over the Epstein files. Like that shows you were influential. No, Paolo Zampolli, it's not what it shows. But let's tie all of this together with Melania. Melania came here from Slovenia. Ungaro came here from Brazil, and they ran in similar circles. Zampolli was close to the Trumps. Ungaro was close to Melania. Zampolli probably spoke and told a lot of things to Ungaro, notably because they never got married. When you're married to somebody under United States law, there's something called a marital privilege, where you can't ask one spouse to testify against another spouse. The spouses have what's called a marital privilege, unless, of course, they're discussing crimes. There are exceptions to a marital privilege. But in any event, Zampolli and Ungaro were never married, so there's no marital privilege there. And one of the things we've been learning is that it seems Ungaro maybe perhaps voluntarily, has been speaking with Democrats on the House Oversight Committee about things that she knows, possibly things that she knows about Melania, things that she knows about Paulo, things that she knows about Jeffrey Epstein, things that she knows about Melania, things that she knows about these people. So why would she be talking? Is she still with Paulo? She's not. They had a custody dispute a few years back. She remarried to a physician in Miami, Florida, and they had a custody dispute over the child who you see in these photos. And a recent New York Times report stated that Paolo Zampolli, and he denies it, but the Trump and their ilk tend to lie about everything. And Paolo Zampolli, according to this New York Times article, called ICE to get them to help deport his ex-girlfriend, Amanda Ungaro, and send her back to Brazil so that he could keep custody of their kid and that he would send her out there. And so she got sent to Brazil. Her kid was basically taken from her. She's got nothing to lose, as she's been putting it, because her life has been ripped away. She's been deported by ICE on this Trump regime. And it makes you also wonder, was part of the reason to deport her was that she knew some secrets as well, in addition to the custody dispute. But she was deported to Brazil, and she knows all this information, she says. That's what she says.
Oh, look, America. I just got news from the Midas Touch that Melania Trump's speech yesterday was a flaw. It was a cover-up because her best friend is coming out and spilling the beans about her and Donald Trump with Jeffrey Epstein. Lock her
Take a look at this photo right here. On the left, Paolo Zampolli, Donald Trump, a young boy, Melania Trump, and a woman over there who we will be talking more about. Her name is Amanda Ungaro. She was dating Paolo Zampolli for about 19 years. In the middle, that's their son together. And recently, Amanda Ungaro, the end of 2025, was deported by ICE to Brazil. That's where she was from. She arrived in the United States when she was 17 years old. She was brought here by a guy named Jean-Luc Brunel when she was 17 years old, and Jean-Luc Brunel ran the sex trafficking ring for Jeffrey Epstein. Jean-Luc Brunel purportedly died by suicide a few years back in a French prison, but he was one of Jeffrey Epstein's traffickers, and he brought Amanda Ungaro to the United States. As part of the scene, you would have Paolo Zampolli and Trump and Epstein. They'd all hang out with each other. Ungaro, 19 years ago, a while ago, was able to meet Paolo Zampolli. They were together for 19 years. They had a son together. And when Donald Trump won during his first term, Paolo Zampolli became a very influential figure within the Trump regime because he was the individual who was running a modeling agency in the 1990s who introduced Donald Trump with Melania.
Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Okay, America, I just got the transcripts in. I just got the news article. Thanks to my friends, my family, and my brothers from the Midas Touch, Ben and the Midas, and Steve the Warning, Jax Cocherolo, Adam Luke, and Lawrence O'Donnell. Okay, to the far left, to the far left is Paula Ponzoli, America. Next to him is Donald Trump, Paula Ponzoli's son, Melania Trump, and a lady named Amanda. Now, Amanda, she was deported in 2025 by ICE back to Brazil. At 17, she was brought here by Jean-Luc Brunel, who ran a sex trafficking ring for Jeffrey Epstein and committed suicide in a French prison. Okay, Amanda married Paula Zampolli, who is this man here for 19 years. 19 years ago, they got a son together, which is right here. Okay, when Donald Trump became president, he was the first when Donald Trump became president in his first term, Paula Zampolli became a close friend of Trump because he ran a modeling agency in the 80s, right? Who introduced Donald Trump to Melania Trump. Okay, back to this. Now, the lady on the side, Amanda, is best friends with Melania. That's why Melania got on TV yesterday with the crocodile tears, because this lady right here was going to spill the beans about the Jeffrey Epstein files, because they deported her in 2025 because him, which is her husband, got into it with her and divorced us and got Donald Trump to deport her back to Brazil in 2025. Now she's ready to spill the beans to Congress. That's the reason Melania Trump came up there and started crying and talking about she ain't have shit to do with the Epstein file. All because that lady is finna expose what's going on. I told you Melania Trump was a motherfucking crook. Her daughter, her son, her daughter, and the rest of them son of bitches are crooks. Donald Trump is a crook. All these people is in the ring with Jeffrey Epstein. This lady here was deported all because she knew too much. Now, Melania Trump is trying to plead her motherfucking case to say that this lady is not telling the truth, which we know what's going on. Now, Donald Trump and Melania Trump, turn your punk ass around. Put the handcuffs on both of them son of bitches. Lock their motherfucking ass up. The whole motherfucking Jeffrey Epstein clique. All of them son of bitches, including every motherfucking body in the Republican Party.
Remember Melania's press conference? Everything is fake. Don't believe what you see. And again, we talked about how there are emails from you, Melania, from 2002 to Ghislaine Maxwell calling her G and saying, "Hey, G, great New York Magazine article. You look great in the photos. J.E., Jeffrey Epstein came out great. We should hang out soon. Looking forward to seeing you." Yeah, the New York Magazine article you were praising, Melania, was the one where Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump were in it, and Donald Trump said Epstein's a great guy who likes women on the younger side, beautiful women on the younger side. That New York Magazine article where you were saying that Ghislaine Maxwell looked great and Jeffrey Epstein was amazing in it, that was like the red flag article where it was like, yeah, the New York Magazine was, I think, trying to tell people, although the editor really kind of betrayed the truth and some of the witnesses, but they were hinting out what was going on with Epstein's sex trafficking ring at the time. But the editor didn't, I think, removed a lot of the stuff because they were afraid of liability at the time. Oh, and then Ghislaine Maxwell responded to you, Melania, and said, "Hey, sweet pea. Hey, sweet pea, things are great." And y'all seem to have nicknames for each other, but I guess you're saying what? All of that's fake? All of the photos of you together are fake? Okay. So now that you held this press conference where you said everything was fake, you also called upon the survivors and so demanded. You said Congress needs to hold hearing, bring the survivors in, let the survivors testify about the sex trafficking that they went through. And Melania goes, "But I want to be clear. I'm not a survivor. I'm not a victim. But let's have the survivors testify." And the survivors are like, "Why are you re-traumatizing us, Melania? Stop invoking our names. We've done what we had to do." You know who should be coming in? People like Howard Lutnick. People in Trump's cabinet. Donald Trump should be testifying. Why are you putting more burden on us? We've been fighting for justice all these years. Let's call in the perpetrators. Let's call in the cabal. Let's have them testify. That's what the survivors have been saying.
Oh, look, America. Now, Melania Trump got her ass up there yesterday, screaming and hollering, saying she didn't know Jeffrey Epstein or Ghislaine Maxwell. I got the motherfucker transcripts. Now you tell me, does this sound like this bitch know these people? This is the transcript of the letter she wrote to Ghislaine Maxwell. This is how it go. "How are you? Nice story about G in New York Mag. You look great on the pictures. I know you are very busy flying all over the world. How was Palm Beach? I cannot wait to go there. Give me a call when you get back to New York. Have a great time. Love, Melania." Love, Melania. Nah, that's what I was talking about. Put the handcuffs on them. Kicking her ass. Lock her motherfucking ass up. That bitch been lying since she got up there.
Now everybody knows that Amanda wants to whoop Melania Trump's ass. Get 'em.
Oh, look, America. Don't let these motherfuckers fool you. Paula Zampoli, who said he introduced Melania to Donald Trump, is named all in the motherfucking Epstein file. He's in the Epstein file. Lock his lying ass up.
She goes, "Hello, Melania. I was around you for 20 years. You knew I was inside ICE, and you know what hurts after all this time? I stayed close to your family, your mother and your father, not because of you, but because of them, at events and everything else. So shut your mouth when speaking about me, because I will expose everything I know until you fall as a little chicken. I have nothing left to lose in my life. I will tear down the entire system. Be careful with me, bitch. I will tear down your corrupt system, even if it's the last thing I do in my life. I will go all the way. I'm not afraid. Maybe you should be afraid of what I know, of who you are and who your husband is. We'll take legal action against you and your pedophile husband. I have known you for 20 years. You knew I was detained in ICE. You were present in my life every year on my son's birthday, even sending Secret Service and being the first to congratulate him back in 2016. Something was clearly wrong, but I'm not part of any evil mission involving children. So what did you do, Melania? You tried to involve me, but you failed because I have character. Do you know what I think about you after 20 years?
Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking motherfucking news. Now, America, you remember when I said that Melania got up there screaming crocodile tears because that lady finna come out and spill the beans. Now, she came out and wrote a letter to everybody to tell Melania this, and this is what she spoke. I was around you for 20 years. You knew I was inside ICE, and you know what hurts after all this time? I stayed close to your family, your mother and your father, not because of you, but because of them, at events and everything else. So shut your mouth speaking about me, because I will expose everything. I told you she was coming out. Melania Trump, bitch, you going down too, and we want that fucking green card, ho. Lock her motherfucking ass up. She's supposed to been deported out this bitch. That hoe is in the Epstein files. Lock her motherfucking ass up.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna get some equipments to make some arts and crafts with, and I'm gonna cut out a piece of board made out of a paddle with Amanda's name on it, and at the bottom it's gonna say, "For Melania Trump's ass."
Look, America, shit is getting hot for Melania Trump. The girl Amanda just made a statement, and these are the things that she said to Melania Trump. I'm still going through the transcript, so I'll bring the rest to y'all quite soon, believe me. Okay, this is some of the things she said. Until you fall as a little chicken, I have nothing left in my life to lose. I will tear down the whole system. Be careful with me, bitch. I will tear your corrupt system, and even if it's the last thing I do in my life, I will go all the way. I'm not afraid. Maybe you should be afraid of what I know, who you are, and who your husband is. I'll take legal action against you and your pedophile husband. I have known you for 20 years. You know I was detained by ICE. You were present in my life for all these years. Melania Trump, we knew you was gonna catch you, bitch. Lock her motherfucking ass up. I'm still going through the transcripts.